Welcome. So I had a little time between clients this afternoon. Got myself a Folgers tea bag, but it's coffee. What? So I'm branching out into this new intuitive reading practice where it's like writing and casting, and I don't know, I'm still learning. So it's basically just reading into visuals, since that's what tarot is as well. And the energy still works through me in the same way. It's just a different path to get there. And so what I'd like to do is start kind of like just start. And then this time I branched out and pulled out some markers as well, just that I found here in my studio. So we'll see what happens. So thanks for being here. And I don't know what's gonna come through, but I've noticed that I don't know if it has anything to do with, actually I don't know what it has to do with, and that's the beauty of it. I've noticed that with tarot as well. How I read the cards is different from one person to the next, and I don't ever read them the same way twice. So there's something unknown about this, and I think that's why I like it so much. Okay, I'm not looking at anything. I'm just sort of like intuitively. All right. And then let's do a couple more things, because when I selected these, I did it for a reason. I mean, the reason I don't know, that's what I don't know. Okay, so we've got the scribbles, and this is what I did before. I tossed out some of my black cohosh tea that's expired, I'm sure. It's like a couple of years old and wasn't pleasant whatsoever. So I'm using it for this practice. Okay. Making a mess, of course. Remind me to bring the vacuum in here when I'm done. And lastly, I'm taking just anything I can find in my vicinity and just sort of like, okay. So I'm going to push this one up onto the paper. Okay, so let's just take a moment, and this might be the not so fast part, so bear with me. Oh, interesting. Do you guys want to hang these in an art gallery? It's like kindergartner, put it on the fridge and somebody tells you it's beautiful. So let's see here. Okay. I might have to cut this part out. So if you see an abrupt difference in, like if you see a cut, it means I cut out all the as I'm taking it all in and feeling into it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to cut some out because there's just so much here. I might have to cut myself shorter to simplify things, but I kind of like the complexity. There's something about, there's a life purpose path emerging for someone or some of you that I got the chills. It feels like a long time coming, but it's it sets your path in motion. This something to do with like it's like coming in from your higher wisdom or your intuitive knowing, maybe even in from dreams, but something is landing in your physical reality that's going to be your path forward, that's very inspirational, like it's your purpose kind of stuff in this lifetime. It's meant to be, and it's coming in very beautifully. Not that my picture is beautiful, but the way that this is coming in for you is like just so beautiful. So it's, maybe it feels to you like it's like I said, a long time coming, something that's finally coming in, where you kind of had that feeling like, oh, what is it? And now it's coming in. And it seems like when it comes in, like it's almost like everything gets easier for you. It's like the path is cleared for you. Things will happen quickly and easily. That's like all the stars are aligned every step of the way that you step further and further into this path. The universe aligns everything to make it easy. It's like it parts the waters and then you come right in and go forward. So that's beautiful. It feels like, I don't know, hold on. Okay. There's like, for some of you, there's been a connection, maybe a love connection that is something here. It's like it's either coming in during this same time. It's almost like you having this realization of what your life purpose is has changed something about your energy, where you're now attracting your like soul connection, and they might actually either be part of your path or just the timing is such that they come in because like it's like when you raise your vibration and everything at that vibrating at that same level is going to be attracted to you. You're going to attract that. So there's something to do with the soul connection that's kind of in line with this soul path, if that makes sense, timing wise or literal connection wise, that maybe they are, I don't know, working in the same place, going to be helping you out in some way. Just know that there's a connection that's actually connected to your path, this new path that's emerging in some way. And it's almost like like in the beginning, it's very like there's a strong physical attraction, and then it beautifully settles into this deep friendship, like you can't imagine your life without them. But initially, I mean, that's how a lot of relationships go. We have a physical attraction and then we become really like best friends, and this is kind of like that, but it has something to do with this new path, and that's beautiful. And it's, oh my gosh, I just want to see if there's anything else or if that's really what this is about. Because you know me, I don't do a lot of like relationship readings, and so it's weird for me to talk like this. It's like I'm not used to it. So I have to say it if I see it or feel it. So this person, I don't know if like the connection, if their name starts with the letter D or their last name starts with the letter D, but it's like they have their own hopes and aspirations as well. Not that they're different or will pull you off track. They vibrate really highly also. So that's a good sign. It's like They are spiritual in nature, just as you are, or as you are becoming. It's like you're just going to be in such a flow state. Wow. Now, let's see what else. I don't know what else to say. Everything here is so cohesive in terms of like, it's like this path that's laid out in front of you, as if like, you know, in an airport where somebody's there with the wands, like bringing the ship and bringing the plane to the gate. It's almost like the universe is doing that for you, like right here, right here. It's almost like it's easy for you to see the path now, whereas before it wasn't. And now everything parts like out of the way. Everything becomes so clear and easy and smooth. But it almost is like it becomes even more so that way when you meet this connection. Now, I read it initially, I think it is love, but you know that deep love where you might be attracted to someone who ends up just being a mentor or a coach, and maybe the attraction piece not fizzles, but just sort of dissipates into this lovely, deep friendship. It might be one of those, so don't hold me to the romantic love reading. But if the romantic love reading resonates for you, take it. Different pieces of these may be meant for different people out there. But at one point in this connection's past, they were pulled in different directions, and now ever since meeting you, you're both headed in the same direction. Yeah, I feel like they mirror you in a lot of ways. It's like I heard the words twin flame, and I've also heard people say that doesn't exist, that's just whatever. I think this is like it's almost like you see in them the pieces of you that you felt like had been missing. You know, it's like, you complete me, but it's more than that. It's like you really respect and admire the things in them that you feel like you have the ability to be that also, even if you don't always feel it. It's like you aspire to be like them in those regards. So maybe it is some sort of mentor or coach, but I feel like they also see that in you in a different regard. Like your strengths, maybe they look up to and say, yeah, I mean, or maybe they say, I see a lot of you in me. I see a lot of me in you, something like that. So there's a lot of mirroring. That's why twin flame came to mind. There's a lot of mirroring. And it seems like where things were heavy in the past, like emotionally, everything just lightens up once you meet this person and set out on this path. Oh gosh, that's heavy feelings inside me, meaning there's more to be birthed if you have the patience. So I wonder if there's something for you, like this is a very mature relationship, because there's a lot of life history here between you, for each of you. This may be for somebody who's over 50. Some people might find because it feels like this, you've had a lot of life experience, and then finally in your 50s, like your soul purpose starts to emerge, and then your soul connection comes in, and you're like, oh my God, finally it's easy. Whereas before 50, it just felt like kind of lost in the wilderness, just following your path because it was just sort of right there in front of you. And now it's like, boom, some download happened in your 50s and you're off and running. Now, maybe not for everybody, but some people, it definitely says 50 plus. I feel like there's some world travel for some of you. Hold on. Almost like north, like way north? Do you have like an Alaskan cruise planned? I don't know, but it feels like some international travel. So if you're in the US, Alaska wouldn't necessarily be international, but you get the picture. There's some travel in the future, I think, that also aligns with this path. So I don't know if that's, and it kind of seems, well, I don't know if it's in the future. It might be whenever the timing of this shift is, it seems to be related to that. I don't know if you meet this person on your travels or you travel together after meeting each other. Maybe you met at a conference. I'm not sure yet. I'm getting some big chills and I don't know why. Usually the words come first and then the chills. So bear with me. I know this is not exciting to watch. I'll have to figure out how to do this. Like, I don't want to deal with a lot of editing after the fact, but I also don't want it to be painful for you. Maybe I'll have to just do chapters and say skip all this part. I'm just laughing at some of the visuals that aren't probably related to the story. Looks like a little chef, like a French chef. If that means something to some of you, take it, but I doubt it. Huh. This is... There's just so much. Hold on. Let me see if I can... I wonder if this person, like for some of you, I don't know, maybe this connection is in technology somehow, or you're in technology, but there's like it's almost like they were a very rigid thinker in the past and something has softened them up, loosened them up, made them more free-flowing. Especially, I think that's what led to them meeting you, is that they had started to loosen up and then you came into their life, just as like you went through a shift and they came into your life. You each shifted in some way and that's how you came together, because you had a new vibration. You were attracting each other, where before you would have just like passed right by each other. So maybe it's somebody you've always known at work, but then all of a sudden it was like, where have they been? They've been here the whole time. Something shifted big time. Yeah, or maybe, it's like, is there somebody at your job that left and came back, and when they came back, you saw them in a new light? Something like that, perhaps. Trying to see if there's anything else that's really important to pick up on. This new path, it's a little bit, there's like a little bit of a learning curve. There's like a build up to the learning curve, and then there might be like this, it's hard to describe. When you're trying to learn so much so quickly on this new path, like it feels like kind of hard at first, but then you really just free fall into this beautiful flow state with it, because you stop being so rigid too. So there's something that breaks you open into a newfound, like, go with the flowness, which is beautiful. Because it does feel like something in the past is like, probably because if you weren't on your soul's purpose, like that path, you probably weren't super thrilled with what you're doing. Who knows, right? Because and that might have left you feeling a little contracted, and now there's like this free flow, free fall, and then a beautiful rhythm to your daily life after this point, which is really beautiful to see. I wonder if, your paths have definitely crossed before you came to recognize. The timing is like interesting. It's like you were maybe physically attracted before, and then something really brought you together, and then you were together from that point forward, but there was sort of like an awareness of each other that kind of describes any relationship. You were aware of each other, you became physically attracted, and then you deepened that bond. So maybe it's just the typical flow of a relationship, who knows. But there's something like that this person is there to support you on your path, but they definitely have like I said, their own aspirations as well that are really, really high. Like, so I can't see beyond that really, but it's something where, well, we'll see what the cards say about any of it, but it's like when two people have, what I'm curious about is when two people have very big soul purposes, like big callings, and it consumes so much of their energy each. How do they make time for each other in a common life that they're building? That's kind of what I'm curious about, because that's the unknown. But everything says like you're really aligned, so there's probably that commitment there to make it work. I see a lot of beautiful spiritual energy surrounding this whole coming together and into the future. So that's a good sign that the universe is still aligning your paths together, at least for this time. Wow, I feel like there was something else here building that hasn't yet been named, but for the sake of time I better just stop, because I'm already gonna have to cut stuff out, like reduce the ums, and just for your sake, I really care about you not getting bored. That time is our only thing we have on this 3D plane, isn't it? So it's like very valuable. I keep seeing like kids in the picture. These maybe from a past relationship for one of you or both of you that are still here with you. I mean, they seem to be part of your lives, one or the other or both of your lives. I don't know, everything just seems to really be supporting your connection and going in the same direction. Okay, so I do have to say one other thing. It feels like, what is this? It feels like this person was somebody who would have been in your like awareness, but something, it's almost like the universe, spirit, God, whatever, was blocking them from your awareness. Kind of like how you walk by somebody every day, like I said earlier, and you're like, don't really notice them in a certain light. And then whatever it was that broke you open to this new path was also the same thing that allowed that person to come into your awareness. So I don't know what that was, but it's a timing thing, and I don't know if that's any clue to who this person is, but obviously if this resonates with you, you know who that person is, so it probably doesn't matter the timing of when your paths merged, because at least they're merged now for the foreseeable future. I feel like if it's not already a wedding or a marriage, it feels like it could be. Definitely a soul bond. Okay, I think I'm just saying more of the same. So I think we're gonna stop and go into the tarot. So I'm going to actually stop the video so I can take a photo of this and shift things around and make more space. So BRB!